Encore une fois, on a réussi à faire quelque chose de différent. C'est magnifique. Punisher. Tout projet en...
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, and so is the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Detroit Pistons here at their home. Well, it was Detroit winning their last game against the Wizards in Washington. A great win for them, and they rose to the occasion and pulled off the upset, riding high right now. And the Detroit Pistons, a solid defensive team, but their lackluster offense has held them back. What do they need to improve there, Kenny?
I think they just need some more outside shooting. Spread the floor, give their guys some driving lanes. You got a true center in Andre Drummond, so he needs some space because he's a space eater.
And, you know, their best player is more of a defensive player. You know, they need a few more shot creators as well.
That'll do it. Both teams ready for tip. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Tell him sit down, be humble, 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 sit down.
This is 2K Sports, broadcasting from the Motor City as the Pistons take it to the hardwood at Little Caesars Arena. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off a good outing against the Wizards. And guys, it could have gone either way. Nearly won that one by 2.
Yeah, that's a huge double OT win. That's something you don't quickly forget. I love the action, the intensity, and boy, did they play some phenomenal basketball.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, LeBron James does not mind being a vocal leader. He said conflict was just part of the game for me growing up. I played outdoors, and if you didn't win, you might not play again for the rest of the day. Now I'm the leader of this team, and I expect nothing less than greatness out of all of us. I'm going to hold everyone accountable, including myself. Kevin?
And that's so great to hear, D.A. LeBron is a proven leader and champion, as we all know, expects to contend for a championship every year. They getting some early returns on the season, Brent, for top teams that are already looking great. How early is too early to start thinking about things like home court advantage?
Well, it's kind of like Christmas, Kevin. It's never too early to start thinking about the home court advantage. You know, and a lot of veteran teams would tell you that they're not concerned about whether their game would travel come playoff time. But home court advantage is something that they would all like to have, trust me.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland, we got Rose, Baldwin out there with Kevin Love. Then it's LeBron James. Now Jackson. After LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Jackson kicks to Siakam. Drummond a screen. Passes to Siakam. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Siakam's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Pistons. They set the pick. So the wing on the left. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Stolen by Jackson. Bradley against Rose. Bradley passes to Harris. The feed to Jackson. Drummond with a screen on James. Clock at 6. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, scratching my head a little bit about how the defense is trying to play this. No one there really contesting the shot.
And the basket by Harris. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Guarded by Jackson. Inside. Stripped it away. It's Bradley on the wing. Puts it up from 12. Here's Drummond. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. Drummond's got his first points in this one.
Well, if my counting is right, they've made 4 of their first 5. That's good.
LeBron with it. He had 16 points in the win against San Antonio.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
The Pistons on offense. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Here's Jackson. And that one hits back iron. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Baldwin. Over in the corner, Rose. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And that's a shot Rose must make consistently. When he's making it rain from there, this team is hard to match up with.
To the paint, the putback.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
LeBron against Harris. LeBron dishes to Love. Back to James. Kicks it to Love. 6 to shoot.
Kevin Love, such a versatile offensive player who can pass, who can shoot with range. I like him looking to score inside to get himself going, and that's the way that the offense has tended to go. First quarter seems to belong to Kevin Love.
Both free throws good from Love.
Back in 2008, Kevin Love was drafted with the 5th pick by Memphis and then traded to Minnesota, and he became the Timberwolves star player in a hurry. But they couldn't surround him with the kind of talent necessary to make it out of the lottery in the Western Conference.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Baldwin kicks to LeBron and stolen by Harris. Here's Jackson. And Drummond throws it down.
Pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
It's so nice to have the early lead. This is where you want to stick with what's working until somebody shuts you down.
And a moment here now to see the numbers for LeBron James. He's coming off an excellent season. 3rd in field goal percentage, 6th in scoring, and his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And it's a pretty terrific feat to finish top 3 in field goal percentage. Just a testament to how hard he works to become the consummate pro. And despite his production, Love's impact was questioned in Minnesota, and at times, Brent, by the Wolves front office.
The idea in Minnesota is they didn't want to commit to the full 5-year max and had Ricky Rubio at the time as the franchise player. And even the whispers after the trade of Kevin Love, you heard a lot of things that might have been unflattering, most of which I don't think were necessarily true. In the end, the trade worked out for both teams. Wiggins got to Minnesota, the Cavs got a start in Kevin Love, and then ended up with a title.
Here's Baldwin. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Love right side. There's Rose with the 3. That's in there. Love with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Rose.
Got to admire how well Love is playing on the offensive end, realizing that one of his teammates is open, so get him the ball.
Poked away. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. LeBron James on the wing. Guarded by Harris. Rebound, Detroit. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
Yeah, and the season series between these two, 4 games in all, starting tonight. A chance to stake out an advantage in the...
Now here is Harris. We saw him with 10 points last game. Shot clock at 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on LeBron James. And Brent, you went up against Hornacek as a player and even defended him a couple times. What was it like playing against Hornacek, the player?
Well, I want you to ask Jeff Hornacek if I defended him, because I thought I did a good job, and sometimes the box score didn't reveal it. But what a tremendous shooter, a great off-ball mover, certainly in that system with John Stockton. And if there was any room, Kevin, that I gave Jeff Hornacek, and trust me, there was plenty of times I did that, he was knocking down jump shots. One of the most efficient players in Jazz history.
And Harris drops them both. And the Cavs' big three completed with the trade of #1 overall pick Andrew Wiggins to Minnesota for Kevin Love. Brent, if they had to do it all over again, you still think they make that trade?
Absolutely, Kevin. They brought a championship to Cleveland, a drought of 54 years, and Kevin Love was a big reason why they got to the top of the mountain. So I would absolutely make that trade.
Now here's Jackson. Zhang, the pass to Jackson. A second chance effort, and the rejection by Love.
Encouraging signs when Kevin Love is...
Wow. Look out. And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
Here is Love. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Baldwin kicks to James, and stolen by Harris. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. LeBron James third.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
We see it so often. A player will languish in one system, then flourish in another. Brent, during your 14-year career, which coach's system fit you the best?
Well, I think my years in Seattle, we opened up the offense a little bit and had the opportunity to play more of a point off guard. But I also enjoyed the structure of what Greg Popovich's system in San Antonio offered up as well. It's always interesting, Kevin, with players who are languishing on benches for other ball clubs, how general managers start to assess whether that guy can be part of something great if they were to bring him in. I had the opportunity to play for a lot of great coaches and thought that I mixed up my game enough to make it a long career.
Just 4 to shoot. And here's Harris from the arc. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 4 assists now tonight. Timeout called. Cleveland. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And just looking at the stats, you can see, man, they were efficient on this night.
Yeah, the defense did nothing disruptive in the game, so good patience. It led to good shot selection, and then look at the excellent shooting percentage from the field.
Now, here's Howard. And Shumpert kicks to Howard. Shot to stop the run, and the rejection by Zhang. Here's Delaney, covered by Rubio. There's the pass to Kennard. And another 3 for Detroit.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Bosch sets the pick for Rubio. And it's Bosch, that time on the assist from Rubio. Bosch has got his first 2 points.
As soon as Bosch gets the ball inside, he takes it right at the defense. They really have no answer when he's that close to the basket.
Now Zhang, an 11-point game for him in the win against Washington. Zhang, a screen. Pass to Kennard. And Stanley Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Drains the three-pointer.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Detroit making a switch here. Ellinson's checked in. Now, here's Rubio. He's tightly guarded. Howard dishes to Rubio. Back to Howard. Shoots over Ellinson. Howard can't hit. Pistons leading by 20. Here's Kennard. 6 points for him. The Pistons working the ball around now. There's a good screen. And the shot goes in. Kennard's got 8 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And Rubio kicks to Shumpert. Here's the chosen one. Knocks down the 3 ball. 3. And the Pistons with possession. They're on a 17-7 run.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing. The passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Here's Delaney. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. They set the pick. Here's Kennard. Those three-pointers off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Bosch, the screen. And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, with the amount of turnovers they've committed, it's no wonder they're in the position they're in right now.
Here's Delaney, covered by Rubio. Ellenson passes to Johnson. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Unbelievable finish with the defense right on top of him. That takes a ton of focus.
Stolen. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
This is his first free throw of the game. He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. And over the past decade, we've seen the creation of several super teams. How hard is it to manage the various egos and make sure the touches are the same, or at least they understand why the touches are being doled out the way they are?
I think the teams that have great management and great coaches that are in touch with these guys, Kevin, understand what type of player are you getting, doing your homework and understanding, are these guys at a situation in their careers where they're still needing to prove something, or are they ready to get down to the business of winning? If it's about winning, that ego goes out the door.
Back to Delaney. Dishes to Ellenson, doubled by Bosch. Feeds to Johnson. Zhang with a screen on Howard. Clock at 6. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. It's good from long range. Kennard's got 11 points.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Outside jumper. To the paint and stolen by Zhang. Out left to the wing. Goes up the baseline. Second shot opportunity. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Clearly a foul.
First trip to the line for him here. He's off on the first. Troy Daniels, he's checked in for Chris Bosch. Good on the second free throw.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Howard setting the pick for Rubio. He feeds it to Daniels. Here's Shumpert. And Ellenson pulls it down. Ellenson's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Zhang, the pass to Kennard. To the wing on the left. Here's Delaney. Good D by Rubio.
Yeah, the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
Long range from the inbound. No good on that one. And so it's the Detroit Pistons in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And, of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous, tremendous leadership.
I put all the pressure on me to be better and come through for my teammates. This is the position I put myself in. It's the position I put our team in. And as the leader and the guy that goes out there and make things happen, that's the way it's going to be.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And, Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And a comfortable margin for the Pistons here, guys.
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Their efforts have been rewarded here after one. Winning the battle over second chance points has them ahead on the scoreboard.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. The chosen one out there with Iman Shumpert. Then there's Howard. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Daniels in at the 2 spot.
Shumpert's such a good athlete. When he gets in there using his wiry frame, he can get the contact.
For Cleveland, they have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
Yeah, and a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Shumpert, an important piece to this basketball team. He comes in, he does a lot of things well, and accepts the defensive responsibility that is placed on him.
There's the pick. And Drummond kicks to Johnson. Sinks the three-pointer. Johnson's got 6.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Screen by Howard, the chosen one. The shot missing. Good D by Drummond. Detroit's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Delaney kicks to Johnson. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And a nice job of utilizing his body to get around the defender, but that's just a tough one to knock down consistently.
Here is Daniels. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. We often talk about how players have evolved over the years, but Brent, what about strategies on both sides of the ball? Where has that evolved?
I think the last 5 or 6 years, what we're seeing is definitely on the offensive end, more of a European style of basketball where we have passing, off the ball cutting, multiple times where the big comes out of the hole, which is the post-up area, Kevin, to the top of the key to be a conduit from both sides of the floor. That draws the whole line of defense up and creates opportunities behind the play. If we go to the defensive end, Kev, that's all about switching. Versatility on the defensive end comes from switching, swarming defenses, and that's where teams are trending to go.
Now here's LeBron. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, there's no stopping LeBron right there. He's done that thousands of times. LeBron takes on such a massive responsibility season after season and has just become so devoted to maintaining his health. That's the remarkable thing about his career. He just doesn't miss time with injuries. And if you've ever watched LeBron in the offseason, in between practices, in between games, the guy is a flat-out machine.
Now here's Bradley. A 17-point game for him in the win against Washington.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 12. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
And as a player, Brent, what are those things that you did and LeBron does to speed recovery?
Well, cheeseburgers didn't help, Kevin, but his workout regime, in terms of what he does with the weight training, the yoga, the hyperbaric chambers in there to calm his body down, slow the blood flow, doing the things he does while at altitude, traveling on planes. I mean, it's quite fascinating. It sounds like science fiction, but the fact of the matter is LeBron James does it to play at this level every night.
And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Cavaliers.
And clearly, this is a squad that makes its living in the paint. Very few teams are as determined to get the ball inside as much as they are. They aren't going to settle for jump shots. They're going to continue to pound it down low.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. There's a good screen.
That's his first personal foul.
Outside Jackson. Ellenson with a screen for Jackson. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Siakam's got his second basket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
LeBron dishes to Love. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Quick release of Kevin Love, so hard to guard, especially for a big man.
The Pistons have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Jackson kicks to Ellenson. Top of the key, Harris. 6 on the shot clock. The dish to Ellenson. Here's Jackson with the 3. Jackson can't get that one to fall.
Okay, and he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Back to Bradley. Over Daniels. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And that mid-range spot is so sweet for him.
Cavaliers shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Guarded by Jackson. Passes it to Daniels. To the inside. Love, no good.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
Here's Jackson. He scores, and he's off the schneid with that basket. 1 for 7 on a tough night for him.
And where's the fight defensively? I mean, you know you need stops to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, down by double digits, failing to shut down the lane. It has been a rough night. Well, in this day and age, big men shoot more and more three-pointers, and he's fully capable of a triple.
To the middle. Here's Siakam. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Baldwin. A 29-point game for him in the win against San Antonio.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
And there's the call on James. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Love is awesome at reading the defense. When they're not up on him, he's going to let it rip.
Gorgie Dangs checked in for the Pistons. And Cleveland also making a change. Rose is checked in. For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Outside Jackson. Here's Bradley. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Bradley's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
James wide open. Another 3 for Cleveland.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Jackson passes to Harris. Jang with the screen for Harris. Jackson kicks to Bradley. Jang a screen. Bradley, no one around him. Love grabs the board.
That's a shot you got to step up on. Wide open, no coverage. Good shooters don't miss that often.
Second shot opportunity, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Now you can just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Now here's Jang. He kicks it to Bradley. Harris up top. Pass to Siakam. There's Jackson with the three. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. Cavaliers making a switch here. Bosh is checked in. Here's Jang, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Cleveland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Bosh, the screen. Back to Rose. He dishes it to Love. Cleveland moving it around. Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Bradley. Good on the bucket. Love's got 11 points in the quarter.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
Jang with the screen on Rose. And it's Bradley off the drive. And again, it's the Pistons missing. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 12-4 run. The offensive rebound. The kick out to LeBron. Again, James missing.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often. But the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
Now here's Jackson. He had 28 points in the win against Washington.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
It's just not easy to contain or control LeBron James. A nightmare when trying to stop him, especially on the drive.
And Brett, when you look at the way LeBron has constructed his business empire, hiring his childhood friends to manage it, it's been talked about, but it's been successful.
Well, he's taken ownership, Kevin, of what his career has been, but he's also empowered those around them to have a future, to make a life. And he certainly is blazing his own trail as he's made his way through his career in the NBA.
And the Pistons making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Jackson misses.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Now here is Harris, following the miss by Chris Bosh. Jackson kicks to Zhang. There's the feed to Johnson. Clock at 6. Harris setting the pick for Johnson. The three from Bradley. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 5 rebounds tonight. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 11 from the line. For the Pistons, Kennard, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. And it's Malcolm Delaney in for Jackson. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Howard's checked in.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now here's Jang. Here's Harris. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Outside Rose. Down low and stolen by Jang. Here's Harris. The Cavaliers pull it in. Outside Bosh. Bosh, the screen. And Rubio kicks to Howard. Outside Bosh. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Rubio outside. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Pistons leading by 20. There's a minute 47 left in the first half of basketball. James against Johnson. Harris outside. Over Bosh. Harris missing again. The Cavaliers trail by 20. LeBron outside. 1:19 left in the second quarter. Howard dishes to Rose. James against Harris. LeBron's shot is good. LeBron's got 11 points.
Yeah, his shooting has been on target here in the second frame after not being able to get anything going in the first.
Delaney, the pass to Harris. Over Bush. Harris missing again.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
LeBron kicks to Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
LBJ terrific when it comes to moving the ball. He has a strong sense for when his teammates are open and then when to deliver.
Detroit leading by 16. Out to the wing. There's the pick. Here's Delaney, covered by Rubio. Jang with the screen for Johnson. Kicks it to Jang. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And here is LeBron. He's got 11. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, with a body like that, LeBron James can be as physical as he wants to be and just dare you into making contact.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. Free throw good, LeBron. The Cavaliers making a switch here. And he can't hit the second.
LeBron James, quite simply, one of the greatest players that's ever played the game. And just impossible for anybody to slow down.
And so is Detroit. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, big first half, a lot of energy. What are you guys doing differently tonight?
With active hands in the defensive end, it really got us all hyped up. And, it translates to the offensive end as well, too. So, we're looking real good right now. We just got to put it together in the second half, too.
Transition really working well for you in the first half, Andre. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
How about this? A major upset brewing. Welcome to the Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. What a game it's been for Tobias Harris. He had 16 points, 2 steals, and 1 assist. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
Well, they just about ran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and the entry feeds were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest if they keep getting shots 8 feet and in.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, they were playing like it was Christmas, Ernie. Giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuses for the turnover numbers, sloppy ball handling. They look out of control, and the execution was all over the place.
That's it for halftime. Glad you could join us, as now we send you back to the action for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everyone. The lights of Motown reflecting brightly off the Detroit River. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Tobias Harris. He has really been playing well.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Jackson and Bradley are in the backcourt. Then there's Harris. Then it's Gorgie Dang. And it's Siakam in at power forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Siakam. The pass to Bradley. Three-pointer. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Left side Rose. LeBron outside. Over to the wing. Baldwin. Off target from three-point range. Pistons leading by 15. The three from Bradley. Good. And Harris gets the assist. 9 points for Avery Bradley.
Well, the defense looked lost there. Get out your compass. No excuses. You got to guard the perimeter.
Here's LeBron. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, LeBron gets down there deep and does not fear any kind of defense that gets thrown at him. Quickly gets that ball out of his hands.
Jackson kicks to Bradley. Pass to Jackson. Passes it to Siakam. A three from Bradley. Bradley with another miss.
Well, the team is still up despite him struggling, so hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
Offensive rebound. The kick out to Rose. Pass to Baldwin. Dishes to Love. And the rejection by Jang. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Picked his pocket. Here's Rose. And the rejection by Jang.
They're 1 of 5 to begin this half, guys, and they have to address this problem quickly or this could get out of hand.
Jackson kicks to Harris. Jang a screen. Harris against Rose. Feeds to Jang from downtown. Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Baldwin the pass to Love. Again, Love missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Jackson kicks to Bradley. Jang a screen. Rose against Bradley. Over Rose. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Over in the corner, Rose. They set the screen. Here's Baldwin. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists tonight.
Nice job operating in the mid-range, using his size advantage to rise up and fire over the defender.
Here's Siakam. 6 points for him. Back to Bradley. Jang against Love. 5 on the clock. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Jang. The chosen one, he's checked in for Cleveland.
Let's take a look at numbers for Kevin Love. Great showing for him last season. He averaged about 19 points a game last year, 13 rebounds and 2 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
Baldwin at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Now here's Jackson. He feeds it to Drummond. It's Bradley on the wing. Looking to end his cold spell. No good that time. Rose with some nice D.
And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
Rejected by Harris. Outside Jackson. The pass to Siakam. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Love. Pistons have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. And the first one drops. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Pass to Baldwin. Here's the screen. Inside. Here's the chosen one. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. The chosen one's got 7.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Siakam passes to Harris. A steal. Buries it from 3-point range.
This is the kind of guy that you wake up in a cold sweat the night before you play him. Just a matchup nightmare. Tricky, confident, and he takes on all comers.
Now here is Harris. He's got 16. Shot from the wing. And that one comes up a bit short.
Yeah, bad shot there. The trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
A nice shot by Baldwin.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
I just think it was a matter of getting recomposed, altering their game plan just a little bit. They look completely in sync now.
And the rejection by Love. Pistons passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. Drummond the screen, and the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. For the Pistons, Ellenson comes in for Pascal Siakam, and it's Kennard in for Harris. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Shumpert is checked in for Derrick Rose. Drummond dishes to Jackson. Fires it up. And Ellenson pulls it down. Ellenson's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Here's Drummond. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run.
And watching Andre Drummond play, he's really just an old-school type center. I mean, he eats up space in the middle and finishes plays in close. Not a skilled guy who can pull a defender away from the basket.
I'm appreciating the versatility of Kevin Love in this one. Remarkable finding different ways to score.
Jackson kicks to Bradley. Drummond with a screen on Shumpert. And it's Bradley off the drive. It's tipped. Fires from deep. The shot, no good. And Detroit the other way now. And with Drummond, he does play like towering centers of decades past.
Yeah, I mean, he isn't great at moving the ball around or hitting shots from range, but his size and athleticism are elite and one of the best rebounders in our game.
Here's the chosen one after the basket by Detroit. To the inside, and the dunk by Love.
Love has some height and enough ability to get up and throw it down.
Pistons leading by 7. Jackson kicks to Bradley. There's the dish to Drummond. Here's Jackson. Love grabs the board.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
A nice shot by Baldwin.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Detroit's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Drummond the screen. And it's Ellenson in the corner. That 3 off the mark. And here's Cleveland. They're on a 19-6 run. Here's Baldwin. He's got 10. It's a pick by Love. From past the arc. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And, you know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Well, something in this frame for sure, but when you're out of rhythm, sometimes it's better to play the role of being the facilitator. Just can't allow good looks like that from beyond the arc. That's just inviting all kinds of trouble.
They set the pick. Shumpert passes to Love. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Jackson kicks to Bradley. Drummond the screen. Shoots off the screen. Outside for Jackson. Lobbed up there for Drummond. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
A different look here for Detroit. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Ellenson. Johnson comes in for Bradley. And it's Malcolm Delaney in for Jackson. Rubio outside. The chosen one. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's Delaney. Johnson the screen. And Zhang kicks to Delaney. Here's Kennard. From outside, off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Shumpert dishes to Bosch. Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Johnson, the pass to Delaney. Johnson, the screen. Here's Delaney. Here's Zhang. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 6th rebound on the night.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
On pass to Bosch. The shot will not fall. Pistons leading by 8. Johnson kicks to Delaney. 1:02 left to play in the third. Howard against Drummond, and it's sent back by Howard.
That reach of Dwight Howard is so impressive. A dominant shot blocker and a tremendous athlete.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. Braun, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Johnson in the corner. A floater. Here's Drummond. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if any big man has the combination of strength, speed, and hops that Drummond has, not to mention his length, an unreal physical specimen.
It's his first trip to the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on that one. So he comes up empty at the line.
And only about 60% from the line for the game. They shot it better in that first half, but have fallen apart here in the second half.
Now here's LeBron. 14 points for him.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Here's Kennard. Guarded by Shumpert. 6 on the shot clock. Kennard, the pass to Delaney. It's over Rubio. Another shot. Misses the layup.
And forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now let's take a listen to Stan Van Gundy on a recent huddle.
Just relax and play the game. Relax and play the game. Relax and play the game.
In case they forgot that, of course, from the very invigorating words from Stan Van Gundy, repeating what he'd like to see more of them right now.
Yeah, and I think Coach feels they're getting too caught up in things that don't matter. Resetting their mindsets here. Well, let's see if it helps.
First touch. Yes.
3 quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Shumpert and LeBron are out on the perimeter. Howard is out there with Chris Bosh, and it's Rubio in at the point. Now here's Jang. Johnson in the corner. Here's Delaney to the left wing. Here's Kennard. Back to Delaney from deep. Pass to Kennard. Here's Delaney. Zhang, a screen. Delaney kicks to Zhang. That one a little long.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there. The defense was in the area, but not really effective. He has to put away this layup.
Johnson, the pass to Kennard. Here's Delaney. Guarded by Shumpert. Out left to the wing. Here's Zhang. And again, it's the Pistons missing. The Cavaliers trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
James dishes to Shumpert. Offline with his 3. The Pistons have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Here's Delaney, covered by Rubio. Zhang, a screen. Delaney kicks to Zhang. The 15-footer. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Screen by Howard. And Rubio kicks to Howard. Outside jumper. The tray. Bosh misses.
That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide open shots. They dodged a bullet there.
Zhang with a screen on Rubio. Up top, Zhang. He's covered by Bosh. Zhang, the pass to Kennard. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. From the top of the key, he buries it. Rubio with it. Ron right side. Bosh, a screen on Johnson. A shot by LeBron, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Shooting free throws.
And that one falls for Johnson. Siakam is checked in for the Pistons. Harris comes in for Malcolm Delaney. Rose, he's checked in for Cleveland. The Cavaliers trail by 10. LeBron outside. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Rose kicks to Rubio. Baseline jumper. James misses. The Pistons have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Harris dishes to Johnson. On the wing, Harris. Covered by LeBron. Harris misses. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And James throws it down.
Well, LeBron right through the defense this time. Incredible at finishing off that one.
So it's the Pistons now. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Johnson, the pass to Harris. Here's Kennard. Back to Harris. Drummond in the post. He's guarded by Howard. And that one's good. Drummond.
And not afraid to say it. If Drummond isn't the best rebounder in the NBA, he's got to be in the top 3. That goes for both ends of the floor. Just no way to hold him in check on the board.
It looked like he wanted no part of that. Superb defense there, really making it tough on him.
Here's Kennard. He's covered by Rose. Drummond sets the screen for Harris. Over James. Harris missing again. The Cavaliers trail by 10. LeBron kicks to Bosh. Rose dishes to Rubio. To the middle. Here's Howard. And it falls over the rim and in.
And Howard loves getting positioned down that deep, knowing he's a force in the paint.
Johnson kicks to Harris. Unloads. Harris missing again.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
Bosch, no one around him. Kicks it out to James. Outside Rose. There's the three. He goes up again. Howard misses.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Here's Kennard. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. A different look here for Detroit. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Stanley Johnson. And Cleveland making a change here. Jackson, that's good.
A terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
James in the post. Harris is there. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Well, LeBron going up strong on the inside doesn't give the D a chance to block his shot and carves out just enough room.
Free throw good, LeBron. So it's the Pistons now. 7-point differential. Jackson passes to Harris. Drummond with a screen on James. Here's Harris. And it comes off the front of the rim. Cleveland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. LeBron James again. James has got 7 points here in this quarter.
I like it when LeBron has that kind of rhythm. A one-piece shot, difficult to guard, obviously, but that's a good look from him.
It's rebounded by Baldwin. He kicks to Love. Over Drummond. Love, no luck.
Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
Here's Siakam. He dishes it to Bradley. Traps in the tray.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
No question, it looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
And it's Rose missing. Pistons leading by 8. Pass to Siakam. Drummond a screen, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end. Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Outside Rose. In the corner, it's James. And another miss by Cleveland.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bradley dishes to Jackson. Jang a screen. Jackson kicks to Bradley. Jang with a screen on Rose. 5 to shoot. Here's Bradley. And the rejection by Love. It's James atop the key. Banked in off the glass. James has got 23 points.
And I would say look out. Right now, LeBron James is locked in.
Outside Jackson. Out to the right wing. Here's Jang. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
There's the screen. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
This is sort of the joust of the NBA where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
Now here is Harris. Jackson kicks to Bradley. Chang with a screen on Rose. Back to Jackson. No good from outside.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
Baldwin the pass to Love. From outside the arc, bangs home the trifecta.
You know, you hear that A word all the time, aggressive, and sometimes just being that can turn your game around. He's been that in the second half, their go-to guy here.
Now here's Bradley. Up top, Chang. Pistons passing it around. Harris against LeBron. Over LeBron. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorers.
First one falls for him. And the Pistons making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Both good from the line that time.
Seems like the more that's at stake, the more he rises to the challenge.
Jackson kicks to Harris. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Shooting for Detroit, Tobias Harris.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by two. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Detroit. And so both free throws are good, and it's a three-point game.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
Here's James. The shot's good. LeBron's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Look, give LeBron the ball and get out of the way. LBJ again.
Here's Ajinça. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Love.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play. Great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Here's Baldwin. Can't hit from in close.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Bradley can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 4. LeBron is doubled. It's stolen by Ajinça. Here's Harris. He shoots again. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Cleveland's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. They get it again. Love. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
I think about it, there's not many times that Kevin Love is out on the floor where he's forcing much of the action. He eases into spots on the floor, is ready to shoot and score. Very natural playing this game.
Carter, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
They set the pick. Outside Jackson. On the wing, Harris. James covering. Shot clock at 5. The 15-footer. Here's the feed to Bradley. Here's Harris. And James pulls it down.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're trailing by 7. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And just trying to salvage anything at this point, even if it's just some momentum heading into the next one.
Well, it's all about doing your best with the time that you've been given. It's the only thing really that you can control as a player. So let's see what they decide to run.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5. Timeout called, Cleveland. They're down by 5. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
Well, I mean, if they can score, they're then going to have to foul immediately.
Well, I'm sure that's part of the discussion, not whether to foul, but maybe who.
Oh, shocking there. That one's amazing.
Well, you play your heart out all night long, and then just 1 or 2 shots at the end decide the outcome.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
So important to just stay poised, go through your routine. He did a good job there of just keeping his composure and putting those 2 away.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Bosch dishes to Howard. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you know how physical Howard is down there. When he's going up with his shot, he is expecting contact.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. And so it's Detroit with the W. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.